Hey fangirls and boys, this is Natalie and you're watching a Whole Lot of Love, and today's video is a drugstore makeup look. In the video I create an eye look using the e.l.f. bite-sized eyeshadow palette in the tone Acai Berry. I also tried a bunch of complexion products from this new really cute makeup line that I found at CVS. They had like the full makeup line and I grabbed like a bunch of stuff. I wish I could have grabbed even more. It's really cute. It's called Unicorn Glow. So what really attracted me was the foundation. It's just like this hydrating foundation. They also have highlights. This brand seems really cute. Their website says, the Unicorn Glow collection strives to bring out the inner unicorn in everyone. Our goal is to enhance people's beauty with striking design, high quality products, and a positive and thoughtful message that encourages people to be the best version of themselves, their inner unicorn. That's a nice little message. And then it also says that it's made in Korea, designed in New York, whatever that means. So it's kind of like K-beauty, I would say, or K-beauty inspired anyway. And it definitely has that vibe to it. So it's super cute and I definitely want to try it. So you'll see how the products apply and what I think of them during the video. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm on, I don't know if it's I think it's probably like day 11 of staying inside, with exception to go to the grocery store and one trip to a nature preserve to just get out in nature a little bit. It's been, challenging, but again, I'm very lucky to be able to work from home. I feel very blessed. I'm just nervous about how long it's going to last or if it's really going to be much more devastating. I'm just hoping, especially because I live in New Jersey, not too far from New York City. It's kind of really blowing up. Getting pretty scary. I just hope they're able to curtail it and it doesn't become like a complete global disaster. I'm a little nervous, but as I've said before, you just have to kind of have faith that things are going to work out the best way that they should, and that's all you can do. So anyway, if you are interested in seeing how I got this makeup look using drugstore products, then keep on watching. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. I've already done my brows, and by done my brows I mean I've run some Milk Kush Fiber Brow Gel through them, and I have primed my lids. So I am going to use this. This is the e.l.f. bite-sized eyeshadow palette in Açaí. So it's like the blue variation. These palettes are really cute. So I pretty much picked up all of them. I'm going to show you a few of my favorites. So this one here is Cream and Sugar. My favorite color schemes anyway. I haven't like played with them that much. So this is Cream and Sugar. This is just like pretty neutrally one. And then this one is called Hot Jalapeno. This is more of an olivey green variation with a yellow gold, super pretty. And the next one I'm really excited to try. I was kind of going between the blue one and this one. This is called Truffles. This is just like a very smoky one. It has like this really pretty looking foiled taupey kind of shade, and just like the black, it looks really nice and smoky. And then another one that I really like is the Rose Water, which is kind of like the light pinky mauve variation. And this one I tried a little bit. The foils are pretty in this, but I tried it without primer. So this is like going to be the first time I really do like a full look with one of these palettes. So I'm pretty excited because these palettes are have really nice color schemes and they seem promising. So the first shade I'm going to go into is right here. I'm just going to go into this one, which is like this periwinkle blue shade. And I'm going to take my Jeffree Star Morphe JS8 brush, and I'm just going to run this above my crease. The pigment on this seems like a little bit sheer. It looks pretty good on camera though. It's not super duper pigmented, but I think it'll get the job done. So this is what that first shade looks like built up. It built up pretty nicely. I am gonna actually go into this shade, which is actually kind of like a shimmery shade, but it's more of a satin shimmer than like metallic, but I'm gonna use this in my crease. Wish me luck. And I'm using my OCC smaller tapered blending brush to do this. That's the one thing I notice when I try to put anything that's like at all shimmery in my crease. I feel like they don't really come off. Like they're more kind of for packing on the lid. and like the pigment is like insanely poor when you try to do your crease with that. I'm not sure why in this type of application it just doesn't read as well. Even though I'm really not even seeing any shimmer at all, but I am feeling like this one's quite sheer. But it is also having that satiny finish, so I get it. I'm just gonna go into the actual like matte, darker matte in the palette. I'm gonna put this kind of, run this over that, kind of more on the outer. I feel like these eyeshadows, these two are very poorly pigmented. The last two on this side over here. This one, you know, I'll give it a pass because it's a shimmer, but this one is like, it should be a really cool, like, charcoaly blue kind of color, but it's really kind of reading as like a light gray on the eye. But I could build it up. Getting a little bit of fallout over here. Just going back into that more satiny shade just to kind of keep some more blue in the look. Because that last shade is more of a charcoal than a navy, I would say. It's not terrible. I really do have to say I have a couple things working against me. First of all, this is an e.l.f. $3 eyeshadow palette, and also that these are blue tones. I feel like blue tones kind of translate the worst on the eye. Everybody says like purples are hard to formulate. Maybe they are, but I think in terms of the translation application on the eye, blues are always really, really tough. Like a lot of times they come out very inky looking. That's the only way I could really describe it. Pretty true to color, so I can appreciate that. I'm gonna take my Sephora flat shader brush from the Holiday 2018 collection. I'm gonna go into this shimmer shade right over here in the palette. That shade has a ton of fallout. It's actually pretty on the lid, but I'm getting complete fallout on my nose, which is really frustrating. So that's what we have going so far. There was definitely fallout, so it is pretty messy, but I do think that that blue shimmer shade on the lid is pretty. It's nothing super crazy foiled or metallic, but it does have like a nice sheeny shift to it, I guess. It doesn't really shift color, but it just has like a nice shiny finish to it. I do like that. I'm actually gonna also go into the bite-sized eyeshadow palette in the style Rosewater. And I'm just gonna go into this shade right over here, which is just like a light pinky champagne shade. I'm gonna take my Alamar Cosmetics pencil brush. I'm just gonna put some of this in the inner corner just to pop that out a little more. See, that foil is pretty freaking intense. I don't know if you can see that. So that's most of the eyeshadow on my upper lids. I think that came together pretty nicely. I want to play with these palettes a little more in the different variations. They're not incredibly amazing quality eyeshadows, but for $3, you know, you can definitely make them work. And I do think this look that I came up with is pretty, and I do like the more kind of shimmery foily shades for sure. So I'm gonna take this. This is the e.l.f. Cosmetics. This is their liquid eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Disco Queen, which is like super pretty. It's like this like translucent, it's like a white with like these like translucent rainbow glitters running through it. I actually feel like it's a pretty unique addition to my collection. So I'm just gonna take that same Sephora shader brush. I'm just gonna coat this with a liquid eyeshadow a little bit. And I'm just gonna pop this right in the center of my lid. Just grabbing a little more of that blue shimmer from the palette and just kind of trying to blend liquid eyeshadow on either side. I actually think that that looks really super pretty. That like little liquid eyeshadow pop in the center of the lid. You can definitely see the like rainbow glitteries. And it just gives a nice pop to the lid. It's so pretty, this color. I don't know if you can see that at all. It's just those translucent rainbow tones against like the metallic white base. Very, very pretty. Okay, so I think I'm done with the liquid eyeshadow. I think that that's pretty. It's a little tricky to blend as per is typical with liquid eyeshadows on top of powder eyeshadows. but I think that that just adds like a nice top layer of like pretty glitter and a little more pop to the center of the lid, which I really appreciate. I am going to try this eyeliner on the upper lid so that I can conceal my lash band. And this is from the brand Unicorn Glow, and it's in the shade Pearl Black. It's like kind of retractable, yeah. It's pretty cool. It's like a pencil, but it's really more of a retractable one. So I'm just gonna like light line my upper eyelid with this, my upper lash line. Keeping this very simple just to conceal the lash band. Maybe I'll do a little baby wing with it. It's a nice color. It has a little bit of the, that pearliness to it, but it's still pretty deep black. All right, I just did like a little baby wing. I'm gonna try to do it on the other side too. Okay, that's looking pretty cute. This packaging is super cute. It's just white with this like pink lid with like little holographic stars on it. I'm a sucker for anything pink and holographic. I am going to apply mascara on my upper lashes. I'm going to use the Essence Lash Princess Mascara, and this is in the Sculpted Volume variation. So they have a few different Lash Princess mascaras. I've had this mascara for a little while. It's okay. The original Lash Princess, like the false lash effect one, the one with the like black and green or black and like turquoise tube, that one is like insane. That one's like the IT Cosmetics superhero. Both of those mascaras are like probably the most intense, best mascaras on the market, I would say. But this one's decent. It's just a mascara, really. So the mascara's on, and I am going to apply false lashes off camera, and I will be right back to finish the rest of the eyes and the face. Okay, lashes are on. I feel like they're flipping up on the inner corners, but oh well, not really going anywhere. So I'm just gonna line my waterline with the same Unicorn Glow Pearl Black eyeliner. I am going to conceal under my eyes using the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I have the shade Light Peach. I also have this in the hydrating version, but I can't find that one right now. That's the one I wanted to use. But again, I'm just doing a quick look here. Hopefully this will help with the copious amount of fallout under my eyes and on my nose. This is like a pretty heavy duty concealer. Like as you can see, it doesn't really even want to blend out. It's just very thick and pigmented. I'm gonna go in with foundation. I'm gonna use the Unicorn Glow Hydrating Foundation. And I have the shade, this is the shade 2 Light Vanilla. It has 1.06 fluid ounces, so a little above average, which is nice. This is what the foundation looks like on my beauty blender. Or my beauty sponge. This is a Juno sponge. I like to put it straight on the sponge. Even Juno says that you're supposed to put it on your face and then blend it out. It's a little bit more sheer that way, but it's the way I like to do it. So this foundation smells very powdery. It's a little bit liquidy, but it's not super liquidy. It's like traditional basic liquid foundation consistency. Definitely has a very noticeable fragrance though. I think that shade match is really good for me. It's just not crazy about the powdery fragrance. This definitely has a really pretty dewy finish to it though, hydrating finish. And the coverage is decent. It's like you can build it up to like medium coverage. So the foundation is on. I think that that is pretty. I don't know how it's gonna wear, and I definitely don't like the scent of it, but the finish and the way it looks and the shade match are very nice. I'm gonna keep the lower lash line really simple and just take the Periwinkle shade in the palette and run it through on the lower lash line with the Morphe M506 light, smaller tapered blending brush. I'm going to finish the eyes with some Essence Mascara on the lower lash. So the eyes are done. I think that they look pretty. It's just like a nice cool toned blue smoky eye with a little bit of glitter. I'm digging it. I'm gonna take the Unicorn Glow blush in the shade Honey. I'm gonna put this on my cheeks. And this is what the blush looks like. It's like kind of like a warm tone nudie kind of shade. I'm just taking a Royal Line-Nickel. This is the Omnia BOM 36. This is more of like a bronzer brush, but I just grabbed what was on hand quickly for myself. And I'm just gonna put this on my cheeks. This is pretty. It's not super sheer. It's kind of like a nice in-between pigment, which is really good for a blush. And I really like that shade. That's kind of like it goes with anything kind of shade. These are like the shades I really gravitate towards these days in blushes. I'm just going to set my T-zone with the Unicorn Glow. This is the Shine Control setting powder. This packaging is pretty cute. It does come with a little puff in it. I'm just going to use this brush though. This is the Cosetti S120. Looks good. It doesn't look overly powdery or overly matte on the skin. It's pretty. I like a pressed powder. I know they're not like all the rage. People like loose powders, but I'm down for a pressed powder. It's just easier and it's not as intense. Alright, so that looks pretty cute. Especially for a foundation that's this hydrating. I feel like it's definitely nice kind of pairing that they did in the brand. Because this is kind of the kind of foundation that kind of seems like it's gonna slip off a little bit because it's so dewy. And I'm gonna finish my skin with the Unicorn Glow highlight. This is in the shade Berry. So this one is similar to the blush packaging, except it's blue. Very cute packaging all around. Simple but cute. So this is kind of like a pinky champagne, I would say. I'm gonna use a Fenty Beauty. This is the 120 highlight brush. Yeah, that's pretty. It's a very natural highlight. It's nothing too intense on the cheeks. You can't really build it up too much, but it definitely catches the light pretty well. So it's like just like a very nice natural looking highlight. It definitely has like a bit of a sheen to it, a bit of a metallic sheen, but on the face you can't really build it up that much. It's much more of a natural look. Very pretty. It's more of a glowy highlighter, so I guess that makes sense with the branding. And I'm gonna finish the look with lips. I have the Unicorn Glow. This is their Luscious Gloss, and I have the shade Rose Golds. Again, super cute packaging. These remind me of the Kylie Cosmetics ones. Actually, I just want to compare. This is the Kylie Cosmetics and the Unicorn Glow. The Unicorn Glow is a little bit smaller, but it definitely has the same cute baby pink top. And the Unicorn Glow has like holographic stars on the lip also. So very cute. Let's see what the wand looks like. So it's more one of those like kind of tear-shaped wands. It has a little divot in the middle of it, it looks like. And it has that nice detailing where it's the clear wand as opposed to like a white one. Yeah, it's just a nice gloss. Kind of has a peachy fragrance to it. It seems pretty light on the lips. Definitely not really too sticky at all. Not too thick. Very nice. So this is the completed look. I think it turned out pretty well. I definitely enjoy the complexion products. I love this lip gloss. The eyeshadow palette was okay. It was pretty decent. It wasn't anything, you know, really amazing. I do like the little pop of liquid eyeshadow on the lid. The liner and the setting powder all look pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the Unicorn Glow products. I would have to try the foundation on my face for a long period of time. Maybe I'll update in my description box, but I feel like it's, you know, with the fragrance, it might be a little irritating. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how it would kind of wear throughout the day, you know, hanging out at home as we all are. It'd probably wear better than, you know, when you're actually like outside doing stuff, especially with summer coming up. Hopefully we'll be getting out there. But it looks really pretty. It's a really nice finish in the shade match I'm really happy with. And overall, it's just a pretty simple makeup look, and I'm happy with it. So anyway, that completes this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and have a good one. Bye, guys.